So you want to make a movie, do you? Well, we're going to walk you through some of the most vital points of making movies today. We will be focusing on 4 parts of movie making today: pre-production, your script, production, and then editing. Pre-production is the first and most important step in making your movie, and it's one that people typically just pass right over. Without proper pre-production, your simple one-day shoot can turn into a week-long struggle to get something looking correct and then never make it to the editing lab. First, you need to know what you're making your movie on. In this case, it's a short film on one of the following categories. For the sake of this video, we are going to use church history, and we are going to focus on the life of Paul, his ministry, and how it relates to us. So now you need a script. A script for a documentary is a little different than you might think it would be. Unlike a script for a normal movie or anything else you would write, a script for a documentary is actually more like an outline. In a documentary, there is a lot of planning and research that goes in beforehand. Unlike a script, which is more a creation, a documentary is more forming. It is about getting a lot of what you want and need and then cutting it together in the editing lab. It's more about the questions that you ask and people's reactions to them. In our movie about Paul, we are going to cover a couple things: his baptism and conversion, his journey to Jerusalem, and then finally Rome. We are going to take interviews from people who would consider themselves experts, such as our church ministers, our CCD teachers, and our parish priests. Remember, research is key. We might also use reenactments to better demonstrate what the things that are being said. Remember, writing for a documentary is different than writing from a script. In a documentary, it is more about choreographing than actually planning out all the words that are being said. With any documentary, you need to remember more and more that it's about research, and more research. Once your script is finished, the real planning can begin. Now you're going to need to gather your crew, which is going to consist of a director, an editor, a director of photography, a sound recorder, and all of your actors. After you have your crew, it's time to figure out how and where you're going to be filming. You need to know where you're going to be filming and what is the best time for all your crew to film. Once you have all this figured out, you're going to need to do a script breakdown. A script breakdown is basically taking apart your entire script and setting it up into locations, actors, and time of day so that you can better plan according to who and when is available to you at that time.
Your production board is one of the most important things you're going to need for pre-production. Your production board basically helps you decide which scenes you want to shoot first and which scenes you want to shoot later. What we usually do is we take our script, we lay it out in front of us, and we take all our scenes that have the same exterior places together and all the same interior places together. So like in this pile, I'm going to put all my church exterior shots, and in this pile I'm going to put all my church interior shots, and in this pile I'm going to put all my forest shots. Then we choose which scenes have which actors in them, and then we go from there. So if I have Paul and 3 other actors in this scene, and then I only have Paul and 2 other actors in this scene, then I want to shoot this scene first so then actors can leave early and they don't have to stay for the whole time we're filming these scenes.
Once everything is set up, it is time to go.